The market just went red. Tech stocks are bleeding, and most people are running scared. But the ones who understand what I'm about to show you, they're quietly loading up. Dips like this happen, they always have, and every single time the people who panic sell look back months later and wish they'd done the opposite. Today, I'm giving you 3 tech stocks trading at a discount right now. Not speculation, not hype, real companies with real numbers. Let's go. Let me tell you what's happening right now. A few weeks ago, tech stocks had a brutal day. Nvidia fell 6% in one session. AMD crashed 9%. Microsoft is down 12% for the year. And when your portfolio goes red, something primal kicks in. Your brain says, sell, get out, protect yourself. It feels like the right move. It almost never is. Every major crash in history looked terrifying in the moment. 2008, 2020, every single one felt like the end. Every single one recovered and made patient investors wealthy. The question isn't never if it recovers. The question is whether you're still holding when it does. That's the only decision that matters right now. Dips are where generational wealth gets built. And right now, 3 tech stocks are sitting at prices you will look back on in 5 years and wish you had bought more. Here's stock number 1. Stock number 1, Nvidia, ticker NVDA. If you don't know this company by now, here's the short version. They make the chips that power artificial intelligence. Every single AI model runs on Nvidia hardware. ChatGPT runs on Nvidia. Google's AI runs on Nvidia. Every AI startup racing to build the next breakthrough, they're all buying Nvidia chips. It's like owning the only shovel store during a gold rush. Last week, Nvidia dropped 6% in a single session. The stock hit $205 a share, and one major analysis firm values it at $339 right now. That's a 38% discount. Here's what Wall Street knows that retail investors don't act on. AI infrastructure spending is not slowing down. Microsoft, Amazon, Google, they're all building bigger data centers and buying more Nvidia chips to fill them. Nvidia's revenue grew over 100% last year. Their profit margins are the stuff of legend, and every dip like this one has been erased within months, every single one. The question isn't whether Nvidia will recover from this dip, it's whether you'll be holding shares when it does. If you're not in, you're watching other people get rich. That's stock 1. Now stock 2 might actually surprise you because most people right now are sleeping on it completely. And that gap between perception and reality, that's your opportunity. Stock number 2, Microsoft, ticker MSFT. Down 12% for the year, and right now it is the single most undervalued mega-cap stock in the entire market. Microsoft isn't just a software company anymore. They own Azure, the second biggest cloud platform on Earth. They own Copilot, the AI assistant being rolled out across every business in America. Every Fortune 500 company runs on Microsoft products. Every hospital, every school, every government office. This isn't a company that can disappear. It's part of the infrastructure of modern civilization. Here's the math. Microsoft is trading far cheaper than Apple and Alphabet on a valuation basis. Same category, same scale, same growth trajectory, but a fraction of the premium. That gap closes eventually.
Down 12% year-to-date. Azure growing. Copilot revenue just beginning. OpenAI partnership deepening. Microsoft is the patient investor's dream. Boring on the surface, explosive underneath. The best investments are boring when you buy them. Nobody's excited, nobody's talking about them. Then 3 years pass and suddenly everyone wishes they had bought in when it was cheap. Microsoft is not a gamble, it's a foundation. If you're building a long-term portfolio and you don't have Microsoft in it, this dip is your invitation. Now, stock 3, and this one is the bold play. Stock number 3, AMD, Advanced Micro Devices, ticker AMD. Down over 9% in one session last week, and if you slept on this one, you need to hear what's happening inside this company. AMD makes chips too, not identical to Nvidia's, but competing directly in the AI accelerator market. And here's why that matters. One company can't supply the entire world. The demand is too massive.
Right now, the AI chip race has one clear leader, but every race has a strong second place, and AMD is quietly closing the gap with their MI300 series, chips specifically built for AI workloads. AMD's data center revenue is growing at a pace that would make most companies jealous. Microsoft, Meta, and Google are already AMD customers. The diversification away from Nvidia has already started. AMD at a 9% dip is not a warning sign, it's a window. The kind of window that closes fast when the next earnings report drops and reminds everyone what this company is actually worth. 3 stocks, all dipping, all fundamentally strong. But before you go buy anything, you need to hear what I'm about to say, because this is the part most finance videos skip. A dip doesn't mean a stock will recover tomorrow or next month. Stocks can stay down longer than you expect. What I'm giving you is a long-term view, not a get-rich-quick trade. Only invest money you don't need for the next 3 to 5 years. Never put everything in 3 stocks. These are additions to a diversified portfolio, not replacements for one. The people who built real wealth from tech stocks didn't trade in and out. They bought strong companies, they held through the dips, and they didn't check the price every single day. The stressed trader and the calm investor often end up buying the same stocks, but the calm investor almost always ends up with more money. Emotion is the enemy of returns. Dips don't care about your feelings. The market doesn't know you exist. The only thing you control is your decision and your patience. That patience is worth more than any hot tip. Right now, the market is scared. That fear is what creates the discount. And discounts like these on companies like Nvidia, Microsoft, and AMD don't last. They never do. You don't need to be a genius to act on this. You need a brokerage account, a clear head, and the discipline to think 3 years out instead of 3 days out. The money you invest in a dip doesn't just recover, it compounds on top of a cheaper entry price. That difference over 10 years is life-changing. I've shown you the math before. You know how this ends. 3 stocks, 1 dip, 1 decision. Nvidia, Microsoft, AMD. They were strong before this drop, and they're strong today. The window doesn't stay open forever. The people who look back 5 years from now and wish they'd bought this dip, they had the same information you have right now. The only difference is what they did with it. Now you decide.